students recognize that they have a need for information, and the professors have usually meant that they understood that they have a need for it and that they don't know how to find it. And so they make a contact with one of our library liaisons to come and talk to them. Usually they have a variety of information gathering strategies using information resources to which the library has access, and believe me, they do not know the difference until it's explained to them between what they find out there in Google and what they find out there in scholarly databases. This has to be explained to them, honestly. You locate relevant and appropriate information to support their thesis or research projects. We access information using our beloved CRAP test. And why we call it CRAP is currency. And currency is when was the information published or posted. If they don't tell you, that's a clue. Is it recent enough to be relevant to their thesis? Why or why not? Websites only, how recently has it been updated? It may have been originally done many years ago. Has it changed any since 2002? Maybe if you're looking at a climate science website and it's dated 2002, maybe your information needs to be more up to date to give more accurate picture of what's going on today. Relevancy, does the information relate to their topic? Is the information at the appropriate level, which means for us, peer-reviewed, scholarly? Would you be comfortable using this source for a research paper? And then number 3, authority. Who is the creator or the author? What are the author's credentials or organizational affiliations? What's the author's qualifications? As Sarah pointed, sometimes they might be a master in one thing and not necessarily in medicine. Linus Pauling's a great physicist, not necessarily a medical doctor. So, that kind of thing. Do they have the credentials that back up what they're saying? Do they show their research? Do they show how the research was done? Those sorts of things. For websites, we also highly encourage them to look at .edus and .govs for more scholarly information or more accurate information. We say, .orgs can be variable, but even some .edus, there are some wacko professors out there. We'll just have to put it out there. So, in climate science, 97% of all scientists agree. There are 3% who don't. Okay, you figure it out. Sometimes accuracy is the information supported by evidence. Are there citations or a bibliography included, which will tell you where they did their research? Are there spelling or grammatical errors or typographical errors? For websites, do all the links still work? Or is it sending you to places that are no longer in existence? So maybe it hasn't been checked frequently. Maybe they said they updated it and they were in a hurry. Purpose. For all of the sources and the information, consider that for your source. Some creators do it with a good intent and some do not. There are many very lovely websites that are completely and totally misleading. I use the one about whale watching in Lake Michigan. Yes, some of you will laugh, but it's a lovely site, very environmentally friendly. You'll have a great day on Lake Michigan. Of course, there are no whales in Lake Michigan, so consider that. It's a freshwater body. No whales live there. So again, it can look like a good site, but you really have to check your facts if you're not familiar with it. So, do the creators make their intention or purpose clear? Does the point of view appear objective and impartial? Are there any political, ideological, cultural, religious, or personal biases? Oh yes, there are many. So again, keep that in mind. Is the creator author trying to sell you something? There's a wonderful site that we use, an example from the Corn Refiners Association, talk about the virtues of high fructose corn syrup. Why? Because they sell corn. Of course that's why. So, you have to take that as a purpose that it's just a commercial purpose, it's not a bad purpose. They're trying to sell you a product, but bear that in mind. So, how to tell the real from the fake. You can't always verify some other site, then maybe it isn't real if it just appears in one place. Sometimes it appeals to emotions. Authors usually aren't experts if it's a fake news story. And fake news comes from fake sites, so you can see that as well. But the 6 concepts that anchor the frames are: authority is constructed and contextual, information creation as a process, information has value, research as inquiry, and scholarship as conversation, and searching as strategic exploration.